I get a lot of followers, but it's not like I'm not boosting my own posts. I'm busy running the company. I'm not worried about that, right? I mean, I've hopped in audio rooms. I'll engage in ways in the platform that I think allow people to find me or follow me or post content that's engaging and stuff. So when you do when you go live, right? Okay. Or you do in an audio room, like, I'm gonna say Mike Jones on the app all the time. Mike Jones, Mike Jones, he be having argument and they be talking and they be hanging out and kicking it. And it's like, it's cool. And that's the fastest way to grow your following is to be accessible to people, right? Okay. And they want to be accessible. And you cool. That's what I'm saying. It's like, yo, if you in there having conversations and talking about stuff.
I'm going to try that this week.
Bruh, you should try that today. I tell people that, see, when people say that.
I'll be on social media every day.
This guy's a social media marketer.
When I'm saying, people say, I'm going to come over to fan. What's stopping you?
I'm on there. I'm on there.
It takes 45 seconds.
I didn't know it. And I didn't know it. And I just make a few posts, you know what I'm saying? But what the information is valuable, you know what I'm saying? So what you telling me,
click that plus button right now. Let me show you something. The first thing you need to do is
I just need to know.
You need to go to audio, right?
Yeah.
And then so if you're in a camp, let me see if you're in a camp.
I ain't in no camp.
So now you need to so now create your camp. So what's your community gonna be called on Fanbase? Wait, what is your fan base gonna be called on Fanboys?
It's gonna be called Hot Boys.
Okay, cool. So now you're making a Hot Boys camp.
Yeah.
All right. So now whenever you open up an audio room,
Hot Boys reunion. That's
okay.
What it's gonna be called.
Cool. So now, whenever you open up a room on Fanbase under that camp, all right, people can join that camp. So everybody that joins the Hot Boys reunion camp on Fanbase, they'll be notified when you open up a room.
Okay.
So if there's 100 people in that camp, 1,000 people in that camp, 30,000 people in that camp, they'll know. What's important about that is, here's the important thing about that. Camps are in audio just now, but eventually camps are going to be for every content format on the platform. Okay. So it'll basically be like groups. So if I make a group, if I do Hot Boy reunion, he can go live for the Hot Boy reunion camp. Yeah. He can make a post for the Hot Boy reunion camp. He can make a short form Flix video for a Hot Boy reunion camp. So that's the importance of being able to do that. And that's why you should create that. So now you invite. Right. Okay. Cool.
I invited you, so that's the invite, right?
So then now you got to add a logo. And then, you see what I'm saying? You're the leader, and you can have admins, so you can actually have people to make Hot Boy reunion rooms when you're not even there.
So we about to do it. See, and then having tutorials, right? Because that's what you're giving us, a live tutorial.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that is what I mean. Like the content creators that are on the app, like because people, when we don't know things, is discouraging as well. You know what I'm saying?
But here's the thing that I question it all the time though. Here's why I question it. I be looking kind of sideways. Snapchat, none of them came with instruction manuals. They don't come with instruction manuals.
But yeah, you have people saying things about it though. You have the content creators.
I know.
That's basically encouraging you. Look, I don't see a lot of that on Fanbase.
I still don't know how to operate TikTok. Like all of it, like all the functionality does. I don't know how to do that. I just know how to post a video.
I just know how to upload.
You gotta press buttons.
You have to get on it. You have to get on it.
You gotta press buttons. Get with other people that know. There's tons of people on Fanbase that know how to use it. I can tell you. There's plenty of audio rooms right now. If you open up the app right now, I'm pretty sure there's an audio room.
I'm about
doing that.
Yeah. But Isaac, I gotta ask you this though, man. What was going through your mind when you saw TikTok shut down?
Oh, we had already prepared for it though.
Okay.
And matter of fact, the couple of days before that, remember it snowed here.
Yeah.
So I stayed at the office. I stayed over at the office, and I wanted to make sure I was there because I wanted to record content and be ready for that moment. And then when it shut down, I saw the users going up, and we had to be prepared, so we had to expand our infrastructure.
What?
Because the app was freezing and crashing and doing all kind of stuff because we had to expand it because so many people were coming. Yeah. And that was a teachable moment for us. But we learned a lot there because again, people don't understand, like they'll question the quality of the functionality of the app. And what I'm saying is that how bandwidth works is like, let's say I only need an app to be able to hold 1 million people.
Yeah.
All right. But then 5 million people show up. All right. Before, you would have to buy the bandwidth in chunks to be able to do that. And then it'll cost so much money. You might not even need all that space.
Yeah.
So now, because remember, that costs money.
Exactly.
All right. So now they have it where it's like, okay, it expands. So if you need it, we can go up to these amount of servers and we can come back down and that takes time.
Yeah.
So it's a whole process of really dealing with how many people are coming on the app at the same time. People are like, I can't log in and I can't. And I was like, yeah, because it's 500,000 people trying to log in right now. and do these things. And it happens with major platforms.
So what was going through your mind during the stress of that moment, trying to get on the phone with your IT people to make sure that everybody could get in?
I wasn't even worried about that. My CTO had it. They were up till 2 a.m, multiple nights in a row, 2, 3 in the morning every night. I was up 2, 3 in the morning every night talking to people. We were. I mean, that's why I have the team that I have. I wasn't worried about that. I thought that we handled that very, very well. I was using that moment to say, okay, look, explaining to people that as this app moves up the App Store, this is your time to invest and then encourage it to move the App Store. Because in my mind, all I'm thinking about is positioning. Exactly. This is still like the music game to me.
Yeah.
Facts.
Fan base is still like, yo, if we have the number one app in the App Store, my phone is ringing. Like, yo, and we were number 6 on my phone. My phone's been ringing the last couple of weeks. Like, yo, what's up? Yeah, I got some people on to highlight y'all about maybe investing in fan base because whatever.
Yeah.
So but my point is like, yo, invest in the app first.
Yeah.
Go buy some shares and so you part of the conversation. Because again, I posted a video the other day. I showed we have over 19,000 investors in fan base. I don't want 6, 7 years from now.
Yeah.
You'd be like, man, he was telling me to invest in this. He was posting these updates every day. For $399, you have equity in this app, and this thing is up out of here.
So what other thing other than investing that you have a draw to fan base? You know, like what other?
I think that we're moving into a space where these apps can no longer be trusted. It's not really what it used to be. It ain't. I told you they taking away hashtags and they're making you follow people they don't want to follow. It's different. I think free speech and citizen journalism and all these things that really matter to people, that's important. People having a voice. I mean, they're really worried about that kind of stuff. Like and Meta has lasted long enough to become the villain. When you get so big, you become the villain. Yeah. Because when you're lobbying Congress and you're doing little tricks and you're making people follow people you don't want to follow, it's like, oh, okay. And I think they've made that decision that they're okay with being the villain because their wealth is going to increase. Come on. Because I mentioned that. I said that in 2025, I was like, you're going to see Titans fall. You're going to see the wealth gap increase immensely. You've seen all these people buy crypto and all these, these meme coins and all these things that run it. I mean, everybody hustling right now.
Exactly.
And so if you're not on that wave, you're going to miss those opportunities. So for me, the sale for Fanbase is I just want to create a platform where people can have fun, kick it with their friends, monetize their content, you view content, share content. The essence of what I built the platform for. I know the whole legacy media, all of them, they want to be the CNN, they want to control the conversation. I'm not trying to do that. Exactly. I'm just trying to give people the tools to have fun, monetize their content, say what they want to say, be who they want to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think even with some of the things that, even with some of the gender roles, I think Meta's removed some of those things. It's like, and my point is this, like, if the next president is a Democrat, and then you come back and add all this stuff, DEI's back, and we're adding these gender roles. Come on, man. Then that's not. See, I'm just letting people know that. Yeah. I'm letting you know that these apps don't care. Yeah. They never cared. Yeah. If they can take DEI away like that, they never cared. It was only good for business.
What about the music? Like some apps you can play music, some apps you can't because it's like a cap on copyright. Like how do your app work when people, like say if you have a DJ that want to come on there and play music.
We can do that now. You can do that now. So it's multiple ways. So there's there's 3 types of ways that music is on a platform, right? One is like streaming content. So that's like having performance licenses like BMI, CSAC, ASCAP, SOCAN, GMR. So that means if a DJ wants to play music and stream it through the platform, we have the licenses for you to be able to do that. Okay. That's one. Yeah. All right. UGC is I add music to content before I upload it. So that means on a separate app, like I might do it in CapCut or do it somewhere else and I add music to it or whatever, and then I upload it. That's another way. That right there is different because you don't have the permission to do that. So sometimes the labels can say, take that down. Yeah. Okay. The third way is we do deals with the publishers and the labels so that there's a library of content available while you create your music. Okay. So when you're making your video, you can throw that audio up underneath it. And so we're in the process of doing that. We had music like that before, but again, that's very, very expensive, which is another reason why you got to raise money.
Exactly.
So because it's like if y'all want and y'all want Kendrick and everybody and Sexy Red and all these songs when they first come out.
Yeah.
It takes a bunch of money to have that. Matter of fact, I remember when one of my advisors, one of my senior advisors is the guy that actually wrote the licenses for Musical.ly and TikTok for all the labels. And he was telling me about how Instagram or Meta paid like $700 million just to have the catalog for like a couple years. Like here's $700 million for all the labels and all the publishers just to be able to use their music for a couple years. And I'm like, man, like, see, but the cool thing about that is it's typically based off MAU. So our MAU is not so big that we can't afford to have music on the platform.
Okay.
So if our MAU gets higher and higher, that means we're a bigger platform. We raise more money, then we can do the licenses and be able to do more in XYZ. So it's a process. So I don't think, it's very, this has been a very, very complex process. And I think people assume a lot. They assume like, oh, you need to fix the app. And I'm like, okay, so you are right.
Yeah.
The customer's right. I don't care. When you download the app, you expect it to do what you need to do. I will not argue with that. But understanding that this situation, the circumstance and how we got here is not just I went to a VC, they gave me $25 million and we over there bullshitting.
Okay.